Well, now on to Maine Road for the 124th league meeting of the two Manchester giants, City and United. The traditional rivalry has an even sharper edge today, with United favourites for the title and City trying to avoid relegation. City indeed had a keen eye on Southampton's visit to Leeds earlier in the week. The Saints themselves deep in trouble. Southampton improved generally on their woeful showing at QPR last weekend, but their finishing was still wasteful. Paul Tisdale, the culprit on this occasion. Leeds brought on Brian Dean in the second half, and his contribution 18 minutes from time proved decisive. David Weatherall nudging on Gary McAllister's corner for Dean to claim his 9th goal of the season. A moment of light relief then, as one of the sprinklers got out of control. A soaking for anyone in the near vicinity. An unusual problem certainly for the ground staff to have to contend with. Leeds had to contend then with a late scare, an error from John Lukic, presenting Krista Warren with a golden opportunity, but he couldn't take advantage. The winner was Leeds' first goal in 7 matches, and enough to overcome a Southampton team whose Premier League status is now hanging in the balance. Certainly they're very anxious about their future as they hover just above the drop zone, a point better off than Queen's Park Rangers, but 3 behind Manchester City. For City, a win today against United would go a long way to making them safe. But they haven't beaten their neighbours since 1989, and of course, United are a step nearer the title after Newcastle's defeat at Liverpool. What a time then for a derby, and what an occasion to make your Premier League debut. Mikhail Kavalashvili, City's latest Georgian recruit, starts after being an unused substitute at Bolton a week ago. He replaces the suspended Steve Lomas, while City are forced to make one further change from the side which drew at Bolton. In comes Michael Fronsek for the injured Scott Hiley. United captain Steve Bruce has made a quick recovery after missing the FA Cup semi-final win over Chelsea. David Beckham, who scored the winner, keeps his place. Lee Sharp and David May drop out. Extended highlights now with match commentator Martin Tyler.
But Keane's fall for the back post. It won't go that deep. Irwin. Here is Roy Keane, reversing it for Irwin. Oh, he's brought down, penalty. Nicky Samovic on Dennis Irwin. In the 7th minute, a penalty for Manchester United. Clearly inside the area. And clearly a trip. And of course, if it's a penalty, it means Cantona against Immel. And there is Eric Cantona again. Absolutely spot on. The Frenchman faultless from the penalty spot. Kinkladze, he's got a free kick this time. Well, he's got the ability and the self-belief to unhinge even the very best. And although Manchester United had 3 around him then, they've conceded the free kick. Looking for Quinn. Well, he beat Bruce, but not Schmeichel. The aim was true from Clough, but Quinn's header went straight at the goalkeeper. Brown. Pass back, but Keane was there to help. They can just knock it forward here into acres of space that Beckham can fill with the ball. He's got 3 keeping pace with him. He's got Eric Cantona closing in. Oh. Well, it is a big surprise when he misses out. And in a way it justifies the rather sparring tactics that City have shown even since going behind, because when they do get caught overcommitting, the spaces are there for Manchester United to exploit. And Alan Ball's team were let off the hook by, of all people, Eric Cantona. Quinn! It's 1-1. My goodness, what a story. Kavalashvili on his debut in a Manchester derby from Niall Quinn's knockdown. Quinn this time teeing up a teammate And it nestles in Schmeichel's net for the newcomer, Mikhail Kavalashvili from Manchester City. And it's rare enough a goal in a league derby for City, but it's come at a great time for them. Unless, of course, they're punished straight away here by Cole. They are punished. Amazing response from Manchester United. A little more than a minute later. Well, this shows what they can do when they want to attack. And Cantona, of course, at the heart of it. Manchester City were relegated twice in the 80s, knowing enough about life down at the bottom. But until it's mathematically proven that they are safe, only then will they relax. Kavalashvili's got another chance here. Brilliant stop by Schmeichel. Of course, Schmeichel had to deal with a shot of some velocity from the scorer of Manchester City's first half goal. Phil Neville. Quinn's got it from here. Now Clough. And City can counter-attack. Over Bruce for Rosler. Bruce backs off. Rosler goes to goal! A sensational strike by the Manchester City substitute, Rosler, who's had some criticism recently, and replies in the grand manner. Bruce had all sorts of problems, and he couldn't stop the shot being released, and Schmeichel had no chance in preventing its path as it sped beyond him into the far corner. 2-2. Beckham. It's a difficult ball to try and pick out Giggs, but how about that for execution? It's got Manchester City backpedaling and changing direction. Cantona for Irwin. Oh, and he wanted it back for Cantona again, and Cantona was rather expecting Irwin to go on and finish the job himself. But now Cantona's on the ball. For Giggs. Curl's playing him onside. Ryan Giggs! Unbelievable! And Manchester United are in front again. Well, Giggs smashed it, and it zipped into the top corner. And Immel can only wonder. And Manchester City, well, their heads, certainly the heads of their supporters droop again. Sharp. Cross tackle, and his pass, and there's no offside. Rosler, Gary Neville trying to get there. Schmeichel saves, and Neville stops Rosler following it up. And this giant of a goalkeeper makes yet another important contribution to Manchester United's championship bid. Now Clough. He's got Brightwell to the right. Manchester United a bit short in that sector. Brightwell's cross. And that was Keith Curl. And that was close. Too close for Manchester United's comfort. Good ball back across from Brightwell over David May. And Curl glancing it. Yes. Alex Ferguson wants it as far away from Schmeichel's goal as possible. No playing through midfield here. Stick it into the corner. Well, it's where Beckham will make a challenge. 3 more points towards their title ambitions. Manchester United will be very pleased to have won here on Easter Saturday by 3 goals to 2.